All right. Hello, Collective. Welcome back into another reading. Thank you all for everything. I truly appreciate it all. The likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations. If you're wanting to be part of the new moon and or full moon cleanses, remember that it's a simple donation of any amount to my Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, and you'll be added to the list. Members are already added to the list, so there's no need to worry if you are a member and want to be part of that. But let's get in. So, access is not denied for a message of hope. Someone might have thought that you were going to be too afraid to speak out about something. Message of hope doesn't have to necessarily mean like it's a message of to hope to you. Message of hope can just simply mean you speaking something out that gives a new vantage point or a new awareness. Horses are super significant. Horsepower is significant. But it's something about someone was putting a lot of pressure on, trying to like bury you. I see breaking the jar. So if someone did have you buried underneath some shit or was doing some root work on you, threw your name in the river, or wrote your name on an egg and threw that egg in the river, that's not going to do anything to you because you're seeing something from a bird eye view that new doors are opening. That's what this family and group sees. That this witch hunt, all it did was rank you up. It gave you a new perspective of life. It gave you new avenues to help yourself, and that's the thing that someone is confused about. So someone has to remove the idea or the spell work to get you to not do divination. They see that it's not you doing divination to get upgrades in life, or you're not just solely focused on that. You actually have a bunch of avenues that you can do, or a bunch of things that you do other than watch readings. It's not just you watching readings and then you hoping for blah 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 or whatever. You're literally healing. You are growing about your day. And even then, you're not looking up like reading about Rebecca, whoever the fuck, because they're doing magic on me on YouTube and seeing what pops up. This is an intervention on someone who's going to attack you or who was attacking you because they're being removed, or someone was trying to remove an intervention so they could attack you, but they realize that no matter what they do, you're always going to come out on top. It's like someone wants to call you like invincible, but that's not the point. That's not even the case. We're not invincible. We're human. We're in flesh. Once this flesh is gone, it's gone. So we're not invincible. It's the fact that you actually do the work. You're not like these. The retrograde is super significant. Not like retrograde, like planetary wise, but the word itself, retrograde, like looking, taking a step back and looking in the past. Someone's starting to really compare some things about who you are, and how they were disrespecting you. Or there's something about disrespect, yeah. So that's the message I hope. This person was being disrespectful to you in the spiritual courts, which opened a new avenue for you because you succeeded in hiding something. That's why they got caught up. So you actually, someone's taking a second look and realizing that they didn't see something, how they were ignoring a call about how these third party people, how they were getting their luck. And it was because they were stealing people's talents and gifts. It wasn't because they were owed something by the divine or whatever. Like it's your work over theirs, and you've actually put in the work, and they've just been sitting in the doghouse. Skills and talents inverted again. So there's no need to worry. People are starting to be less and less concerned for you. I don't know why people are so concerned about you, but people are concerned about you or concerned about how they treated you because you're not worried about not having a skill or talent. It's like you have, like I don't know. It's like, who cares? That's the energy that's coming from you. Strategize. Someone doesn't know how to strategize against you because you see everything that they're trying to do, or because you know that what this contract was on you, they can't steal from you, or you already know that someone was supposed to do something to you on a contract. Someone's thinking back, maybe even told them like, hey, I forgive you for doing what you need to do in the future, and they're like, well, that's never going to happen, and then they end up doing it to you. The mask fell off. So again, someone just got mad at you because they can't do what you do, and so they tried to attack you for it. It feels like a friend that you were like, hey, it's okay that you have to do this, but it's not, it's going to be the end of it. Like, that's the ending of our contract. Someone's mad because, again, someone has evidence that you're not friends with this person anymore. Or someone's just now finding out that you're not friends with them, and it has them a little bit ill. Someone's like, wow, you really don't fuck with me, do you? And that scares them. They want to know why you don't. It's because you don't want to be overloaded by past lessons, or you don't want to be overloaded by someone's failures. Yeah, you don't want to get trapped in a bad idea. So that's why so good news, like your prayers are answered, because it wasn't your imagination that something was going to be an injustice if you kept doing something. You were going to get locked in with someone. It feels like there was a friend that wanted you to save them from a situation. Yeah, coach. This could have been someone that you were mentoring, or they looked up to you for advice and they wanted you to save them from something. You're not. Maybe they were about to go homeless. Someone has to not be stubborn about this nightmare that they're about to go through. Someone needs to save. Good news, someone needs to save. There's people withdrawing. There's a whole online community withdrawing from this person, or someone's losing like networking. Something about networking. Someone's losing their network because they see this person's losing and stressed out. They can't protest you, or they can't act like you. It's like they can't come against you with the 10 of Pentacles and 8 of Wands because you're moving too quick to your goals. With the 4 of Wands and the 2 of Wands, both upright. And then the King of Wands inverted. So someone just had a bad idea to connect with someone, even though they seen that it was going to lead them into a past cycle, this friend. So now they're juggling, or they're trying to juggle with you, Queen of Cups, but they can't come towards you because they don't have anything to offer you. The 7 of Cups inverted with the Ace of Cups upright. That's the 8 of Cups inverted. Someone does not have a way out of this because you are being a Queen of Cups. You're taking care of what you need to take care of. You're being resilient. Queen of Swords inverted, Strength inverted, and I don't know. It's like they just want you to be around and be like, oh, everything's going to be okay. Don't beat yourself up. The World, the High Priestess, the Ace of Wands, and the Devil. The 4 of Pentacles and Judgment. You already know that this person chose a bad route in life. They might want to just party, go out to the club, spend money that they don't have, all these bad habits. And it's like, if I hang around you, this could even be like a friend that it's like wasted, drunk, or however, and you just know that you got to split away from this person. They feel it, but they don't like it. It's like, oh, I didn't know I was blackout, or I didn't know I was out of my mind. It's like, well, you should have thought about that before you got out of your mind, because if you know how you are when you get out of your mind, you shouldn't do these things. Page of Cups, Queen of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, the Magician inverted. This is a long time coming. Someone's not going to be very happy about the decision you make because you are listening to yourself with the Page of Cups, the 4 of Cups, and then the Star inverted. Again, someone's not going to get their wish fulfilled because you are listening to what you need to do. You're taking time, meditating, you're giving back to yourself with the 6 of Pentacles. And this is going to be beneficial to you on the physical. There's something where you are giving back to yourself, where you need to, with Temperance to cause balances. Yeah, with 8 of Pentacles. Someone was just taking up a lot of your time so that you wouldn't. And it's not even that they were trying to, but they were taking up your time so you wouldn't have any time to work on what you wanted to do. 10 of Swords, and that'd be self-sabotaging yourself. 8 of Swords inverted, leaving you stuck again. And that's not what you want. So you're weighing out your options. You're trying to move forward. You're breaking these old paradigms and going to something new and beautiful, which is great. And this person can't stop you because you're, 8 of Wands upright and the 5 of Pentacles inverted. You left this person high up. They didn't think that was going to be happening. That's something that you hid about yourself. Maybe someone doesn't think you're going to cut them off because, like, oh, you care about me too much. You love me. It's like, I do, but it doesn't matter. Someone could be a Virgo, a Scorpio, a Capricorn, an Aries, a Taurus. What else to be good? A Leo. Well, not a Leo, a Sagittarius. But they know that you're going to be you're too focused on your job, occupation. You're focused on what you need to get done rather than what people want from you. And this person does not want to be trapped. And it's like they should have took the advice from themselves. I mean, healer. They should have took the advice. Maybe you were this person's healer or whatever. or shaman or however. They should have took your advice on how to unbind themselves, but they didn't. Someone keeps wanting to make the excuse like, oh, I keep forgetting. You wouldn't forget if you, oh, it's empty. You wouldn't forget. There's that Ace of Cups, it's empty. You know, that's kind of funny because it adds up. It's so funny. It's just bad, but it's funny because someone really like, they just want you to take an empty cup, like fill it with whatever you want, and then you get to keep it whenever you already have like a full cup. It's just nowhere for that person to be found. But anyway, you were helping this person heal along their journey, and it's like they weren't taking any of your advice. They weren't taking something serious with abundance. They were only focused on the money aspect of it, which is fine. You know, when you're going through your healing, you know, you do focus on the materialistic things that you can hang on to the easiest, which would be money. But they lied. Yeah, twin flame inverted, unexpected money inverted. Someone, it's like, I don't know. This person's very jealous of you. And they may have done something to get you not as focused on your job, on what you need to do. Like, oh, I'm going to see how because it's an inner child issue. Like, someone needs you to win with them. And it's like, if you don't win with me, then what the hell is the point of us even meeting or being a part of each other's life? And this is what this person needs to learn is they should have done the work when it was time to do the work. It's like someone wanted to do a bunch of side quests and goof off and blah, blah, blah. And now they don't know what to do. Someone also looks a bunch of stuff up on Google and they get a lot of information wrong. That's coming through because it's like you've told this person something. Like you told them fucking that the Statue of Liberty used to be bronze, right? And they Google it and then they misread the information because they're confused about why you told them. It's like, I don't know, you gave someone information and they thought you were doing it out of either like a warning about how you were or just out of curiosity, and then they didn't understand something. So it's like someone just wants to know what you're doing or wants to know what you know. It's like you got to do your own thing, boo. Intuitively, you know who this is. This person doesn't have any lust for you, and you don't really have any lust for them. I say you don't really, but someone feels like you might, you don't. You have no lust for them. Someone wants that to come out as kind of so they can have a sliver of hope to come towards you. Not going to happen. Abandonment inverted because you never abandoned this person, and that's what they didn't expect. They thought that you would have just left them earlier, however, but you didn't. This person didn't see the value in themselves. So legally, the rules go that if you don't see value in yourself, then why do you expect value in your life? So this person may have been doing voodoo on you. The veils reveal that this person was not going to change their habits. This could even be someone that they have like a practice that they do. I'm hearing Yoruba, but someone does like their own. They have their own practice that they do, and they're upset that their practice, what they do, doesn't benefit them, and it's because they aren't doing something right. But when they ask you for advice on it, it's like everything works, but they have to follow the advice to a T, and they hate that. They want to be able to do that. This person is not enamored by your good karma. They actually despise the fact that you get good karma because this nice guy who's in their south node is not a boss. They lost their position, their ranking, because you're not in lack without them. You don't feel bad without them. It's like we need to move on. And this could even be someone that goes, oh, if we move on, I'm not going to be mad at you. And now they're mad at you. Intuitively, you know this. Like you can tell. Like you already knew a connection that someone was going to get in was bad. Someone does not have really good planning skills. It's like, oh, I'm going to go do this. And you're like, do you have everything you need? And they go, yeah, don't even worry. I know. I got everything I need. God got me. And then they go out there and then God doesn't have them because it's like, what do you mean I have you? You need to get your own shit so that we can work together. I'm not just going to pick you up. So this divine masculine does not have any conflict. Nothing's being destroyed when this person sends you evil eye when it comes to things that you love. So this person could just really just be talking shit about what you're doing moving forward, but it's all being blocked. Or this person is blocked. This person also can't, like, your energy feels cold to them, like ice cold. This is someone that's like really, really, really removed from your life for real. And they didn't think it was possible. Someone could be working with the demons or the demons. They might say demon or however, but they've been working with the demons. You flipped over. Fur, of course. You're always here. Or Marcohias or Marquise, however you want to say your name, child. They said yeah. So anyway, fur Marquise. So someone could work with deer or wolf or have that. So someone could also be working with a Fenrir as well, or like a deer elk spirit. You got divine masculine. So your divine masculine is being released. Your energy, divine masculine energy is being released. Whether you're a female or masculine, you're now moving in the upright because you're able to transmute something that you weren't aware of at first. Maybe you don't have the knowledge of how to transmute something. You don't know how to help someone heal in a certain way, so you had to release something and let them go because they wouldn't work on it themselves. Like, you can't heal something, and you are protected. Don't worry. If this did happen with you, you can feel relief. This person is stuck in an old life, though. So if you had a student that was supposed to be working with you in any case, shape, or form, like, they're done. Like, don't worry. It's okay. Let them go. You have better things to do. You know, this person is not leaving with any jealousy towards your knowledge, towards the keys you have to the nature spirits. They just don't have their guides because they're not nurturing themselves properly. They can't listen to their ancestors because they're not nurturing themselves properly. It could be an earth or fire sign, excuse me, that know that they can't come into your life as a soulmate or they're not compatible with you anymore. They didn't want me to say it like that, but I'm going to have to. They're not compatible with you anymore. Sun, moon, rising, Venus. Air sign came out. You could be an air sign, earth sign, fire sign. They could be an air sign, fire sign, earth sign. Take it as it resonates. Do whatever you need to do. But they know that they're not able to travel to you, especially with the earth. They can't communicate with you, and there is no passion between you and this person. Like, there's no. If you're not going to help yourself, how can I help you? And you can tell that someone's not helping themselves because their life just keeps getting worse and worse. They're not seeing that they should have left sooner or that they need to leave, but they have the it's like someone has the money and everything to move and get out of somewhere, but they don't. And they keep complaining about things and they're just like, well, if I move out, then I got to pay this bill and blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, just communicate with this person so you can leave. Maybe you told them that. They're trying to do some form of magic to get a blessing in their life, but it's making everything worse. They're actually getting bad fortune because they're taking a cheat way. They're not learning their lesson, karmic path. This person's on a karmic path. Someone could be doing a lot of money spells to get finances to go to them, and it's like, you don't. What have you done to receive this money? What have you done to receive the finance? Nothing. So, I mean, with the death, exactly. So those candle spells are not going anywhere, honey. If someone's doing like money spells to get money in so they can move out, it's not going to work because what have you put in the efforts? The Hierophant, the rules are not being followed, so things are being released. But the Four of Swords, Ace of Swords, and Knight of Wands, damn. Damn. So someone needs to give it a rest when it comes to trying to come up with new ideas, new plans, excuse me, and moving out with them because these new plans are not helping. They need to be listening to Gabrielle. Someone could also be talking to Gabrielle, and they are doing money spells with the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom. But someone's talking to Gabrielle. You're getting bamboozled by Gabrielle with the Eight of Wands inverted. Gabrielle is telling you how to move forward, but then also saying just do a money spell instead, and then you're listening to the money spell because it's easier. Gabriel is a trickster. I don't, people don't want to hear that, but he literally lies. He's a messenger. Not all messengers are messengers of truth, and not all messages that Gabriel will give is proper, because God did not tell a Gabriel. Oh my God, who the fuck was it? I can't remember his name. I think it was Cain. My bad. Gabriel did not tell Cain that he was going to suffer and everything from someone else. He was taught, God told Cain that, hey, you're going to get fucked over by the giants. But then Gabriel was like, oh, you need to do all these prayers and blah, blah, blah. You're going to die alone. And then that's what, he did all the prayers. He fasted for the rest of his life and he still didn't get into heaven. Two of Cups inverted. Because again, it's all about respect. It's all about respect. With the Six of Cups upright, the Hermit, and strength strength upright. I want to say strength inverted. Someone does not see your strength, or someone does not see how strong they are. Someone could be a Leo, or like an Aries, or like a Leo in Aries energy because they're feeling weak as hell. Someone doesn't know how to get back to themselves even though they've been meditating, and it's like you're meditating on what? What are you receiving in meditation if you're going out and reaching for everything? You're not receiving anything. You're just getting more and more confused. The Magician. Yeah, so stop doing the spell work. Someone needs to stop doing spell work because that's what has them trapped right now with the Eight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, from receiving anything with the Devil and the Eight of Cups inverted and the Lovers. Because there's now, they made there's like a contract on this person with the Devil. Maybe they made a contract with Astaroth or Moloch or Baal or Baal, whoever, or, you know, Beelzebub, whatever. Someone suffers from a lot of addictions, though. Yeah, the Eight of Cups and the Lovers, they can't walk away from this because they have refused to heal. They need to really see the brighter side of things, the full inverted, the Five of Swords upright, the Nine of Pentacles inverted, the High Priestess, and the Devil. Someone needs to make better life decisions. All in all, you can't really help people on that. You know what I mean? What are you going to really do to help someone with a life decisions? You can't help someone with a poor life decision that they consistently make themselves. That's a lesson they have to learn and grow on by themselves. But this has been the reading. Thank you all so much for being here. The likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, whether energetic or financial, I truly appreciate them all. Remember, if you want part of the full or new moon cleanses that happen every month, you either need to be a member of the channel, you either need to be part of my one-on-one or my mentorship, or you can donate any amount. It does not matter, to my Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. It has to be one of those three with your first, last name, and your birthday, so I can get those done and done. Done and out, excuse me. But regardless, thank you all so much for everything. I love you all to the moon and back tenfold and forever. And I will see you all later.